I can't do this anymore. Left my past all on the floor. I've been trying to keep it moving, now we going north. Going up 2, 3, up 2, 3.
What is going on, Ram fam? So today what I'm going to talk to you about is I'm going to play on the words of the title that I put out here, Heavy is the Head. Go ahead and check out my boy RobNaylor. He's got shirts, as you see in another video that I posted. He has shirts with Heavy is the Head. He also has a book coming out with Heavy is the Head. It's full of poems and other thoughts by him. His active duty Air Force member, but more than that, he is a fellow black businessman. But my spin on the words heavy is the head. So I shared a video and some photos of my children playing in the water. And I did this as I was passing by a father who allowed his young daughter to go playing in the water after it was some serious rains. It was kind of flooding out here. And the little girl was probably about 3 or 4 years old. And since that day, you know, there's just been more and more things that are happening. And I'm just thinking, period, about men, dads, the roles that men, fathers, however you say it, the role that they play, the balance that they bring to life. And it's a heavy thought, you know. I was raised mostly by a single mother. Then I did indeed have a man assist in the raising of me since I was 10, and later he became my stepfather, and that brought a lot of balance into my life. My husband is here visiting for a few weeks, and I am sure that the children are happy about the balance that he is bringing. But back to this. So the father said, you know, hey, it'll dry up. The water, it'll dry up, as he was letting the little girl play in the water. And I was on my way to the store, and I was like, you know what? I think when I come back, I'm gonna go let Kamau and Zendaya go play in the water. You know, it had been a hard couple of days at that point of schooling. Let me go ahead and just go let them kick back, relax, go have some fun in the water. My time in Switzerland kind of also helped me, you know, go back remembering that this too, yes, it will dry. It's fun. It's water. I used to play in the water when I was young, you know, but we don't too much do that no more. Whether it is all adults or if it's just those of us who are middle class, or it's just those of us who are black that no longer partake in these little small fun wonders of the world. Then I was having another conversation with a father. His son had a birthday recently, and I was just like, hey, how was the birthday or whatever? And he was telling me how they had his plans, they had to make adjustments. And then he was saying how he did a lot of cooking. He did a lot of cooking for the party, but his son said that he wanted pizzas. And he was like, hey, whatever. It's his birthday, whatever. He wouldn't let his son enjoy himself. So he ordered pizzas. And he immediately thought about, hey, it's just less work that I have to do tomorrow. I know that I would have been like, man, I'd have been giving my children the 3rd degree because I done prepared all this food. But, you know, a couple of minutes after I got done fussing, I would have came to that same conclusion. I would have been like, well, okay, whatever. It's less cooking that I have to do tomorrow. But he was patient, and I was, you know, saying to him in that conversation, well, of course, yeah, you immediately didn't think about it because you're a dad. You know, is that giving dads a little too much credit? I don't know. But I do know that a lot of things, even when you're looking at all these videos that people share, dads are a lot more playful. Dads are a lot more playful. Dads are a lot more patient. So yeah, it's nothing for a dad to take their kids, throw them up in the air, to let the kids go playing in the water, and to easily just, okay, whatever, my son, the children don't want this, so I'll adjust and let them have pizza, whatever. They don't want to do this, we'll let them just do this. And fathers bring a lot of balance to the lives of children, because mothers put in a whole lot of work, and we feel a lot of times perhaps unappreciated or whatever. So that leads me to some reviews that I have about the show Queen Sugar, but just sticking to the father portion of it. Although the basketball player Davis and his wife Charlie going through a divorce, when there was issues with their son Micah, and Davis still takes the time to, I enjoyed watching how he bonded with his son, right? I've always known, yes, there are things that I don't understand about being a father, about being a dad, how you bond, how you talk, counsel, mentor with your children. To us, it may look like you're just playing, so they're on the basketball court and they're talking it out on the basketball court. And sometimes, and that's what you guys do. My husband and I talked a lot about how I didn't play a team sport, so therefore, I don't get the bonding thing. I don't I don't understand it. I really don't. I don't understand how that goes. And sometimes I see also that you all use it as therapy for yourselves. And so it plays out that way. Okay, so Davis and his son, they're talking out problems. They're talking about the divorce, the issues behind the divorce on the basketball court. When he had ran into issues with the police, they're talking it out a little bit in the beginning on the basketball court, but then they talked it out later. His son is throwing things, and breaking stuff, and they're talking it out. And his father still sits back and he's like, we have to tell your mom. And on other issues, it's like, we got to tell your mom. It's like, I know your mom looks, a little rough, tough, or whatever, mean, but she only wants the best for you. The fact of the balance is what I'm saying. Fathers are very important to the balance in the raising of a child. And even if you're not the father, it's men. It's men, okay? Because you can be the uncle, you can be the barber, you can be whatever, the coaches. Men bring balance because you do things differently, and I have always known that. But seeing things play out the way that I have over these last couple of weeks, and looking at the title of this book, Heavy is the Head, it hits me a little bit differently now than with my husband visiting, and we've been talking about a couple of different things, right? There's things obviously that I want. Obviously, there's things I want to talk about. Obviously, I've been missing him, right? Obviously, I want to cuddle and bond and talk about this, talk about that. I want him to help me with some discipline issues with the children, of course, right?